Hi, my name is Mary Kalenda. This is Tofu and Peanut, and welcome to your absolute beginners class. So if you're new to yoga, just know we're just going to go over some foundational poses today. You don't need anything but yourself. If you have a mat, that's awesome, and if not, no biggie. So let's just get started and have fun. Let's start in an easy seat Sukhasana. Cross your legs. Flex your tippy toes to protect your knees and find an upright position in your spine. Get comfortable here. And this gives us an opportunity to ground ourselves, but also to work on our spine and our neck to warm up these areas. A lot of times we're just living life in a forward motion where our chest is becoming tight. And we want to find some movements that are opening up our chest. So first we're going to roll our shoulders up and down your spine. Just a few times. Just giving us the chance to work on muscles that have gotten tight, to open up our heart space. Good. And now let's do some neck rolls. So bring your chin to one shoulder and then to the other. Just find your own pacing here. And come back to center, tilt your head back and do the same thing. I know these are very simple movements, but oftentimes we just tend to not do them because we forget. It's just not in our everyday lifestyle to do these rolls. They're pretty effective. Maybe you're already feeling some loosening up of your muscles and of some tightness. And if not, you can always do more. So yeah, let's talk about alignment here. A lot of times we talk about head above our heart, but above our tailbone. So this could be confusing because our heart is not really in the middle. But we're talking about our energetic heart space here, and our head is more the crown of our head, what's right in the middle of our head, that aligns right above our heart. I have an itch, sorry. But what helps me here too is to align my ears over my shoulders, over my hip bones. And so if you feel like you're hunching back too much here, if you have a sweater, something just to lift your booty up a tiny bit more, if this serves you in this moment. If not, you just do as best as you can right now, because this can help us to bring this up more, especially if we're really sinking back a lot. Because now we're pulling on navel in here. And when we do that, we tend to hunch even more back, right? So we want to find length in our lower back. So pull your belly in. And when we do that, we always want to find this counter action of opening up our collarbones, our chest. So pull your navel in, open up. So you find a lift and a length in your spine. And now see that your chin becomes parallel with the floor. And what helps us too to remind ourselves to stay in this alignment is to bring our hands to our heart. This is the Anjali Mudra, our prayer mudra. And when we bring that to our heart, not only helps this mudra to open up our chest, but to find the alignment and to connect with our heart space. So there's an energetic connection as well. So loop your shoulders up and send them down your spine. Great. Now let's find some lateral stretches. So I'm mirroring you. So place your right hand down and reach your left arm up. So I came up with this idea. A lot of times when we're just bending over, we're doing this more in a loosey-goosey way and the arm is hanging in here. So we want to find engagement, especially in our side muscles. So imagine there's an apple tree right above you and you want to pluck that apple right above your hand. So inhale, reach up. Pluck the apple, find a fist, And when you exhale, slowly lean over to your right side, that's right. And when you see here, you still have your core engaged, your side muscles engaged. Your arm is still strong, but you want to keep your shoulder always soft and away from your ear. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, release. So these side stretches are great movements for our spine too. We're not doing these enough. Helps us with the muscles in between our ribs too, to open them up. So let's do this on the other side. Place your left hand down, reach your right hand up. Take a deep inhale. Now you have another apple right there above your hand. Reach up, inhale, and then exhale. Lean over with your fist. Have a strong core, soft shoulder away from your ear, but still engagement in your arm. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. Nice. We're going to do one more lateral stretch once we stand. Now let's find a twist. You can stay where you are. I'm just going to shift over so you see what I'm doing. And let's shake out the legs and cross the other way. We always want to balance out our practice. And this time bring your left hand onto your right knee, your right hand behind you. So first we want to find length. So inhale, lengthen up, pull your belly in. Exhale, now twist from your core first. And then slowly add your arms, but keep your chest open. So it's not about cranking into this twist, more about finding a calming sensation while you're twisting. So we never want to find our edge and where it hurts and where it doesn't feel pleasant, but we want to find a sensation where you're like, this is cool. This is an interesting space I haven't been in yet. And I like it, and I want to stay here for a moment. And if you want to, you can gaze back, but it's not about your neck here, it's more about your spine, and keep your core engaged. Find length in your spine, soften your shoulders away from your ears. And then, slowly come back forward. Exhale, bring your right hand onto your left knee, your left hand behind you. Same thing, inhale, reach up through your sternum, pull your belly button in. Exhale, twist first from your core, and then add your arms, but keep your chest open and soft so it's not cranking again, just feeling good. If you like to, you can gaze back, but if not, that's fine. It's not about your neck so much. We want to always loosen up that tension in our neck and not add more. Now come back forward. Exhale, let's find tabletop. Come to all fours, like an animal. And bring your hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hip bones. So let's talk about tabletop first. Hi, Peanut. Pull your belly in first. When you pull it in, gives you an opportunity again to what? Open up your chest. So roll your shoulder toward your ears and away from your ears. So now you're opening up your chest, reaching through the crown of your head, but also pulling back through your tailbone. So you have two energies, pulling you forward and back, helping you to elongate your spine even more. Press through your palms, so no dipping in, still engagement, length, and core is activated. A lot of times we use our tabletop to find core activation. So let's find first an extended right leg. So bring your right leg back, tuck your toes under and land on your tippy toes. And maybe this feels good to stretch out your leg here. Now pull your navel in and reach your left arm out. And whenever we reach out, we have an intention. So we just never want to just do this. We want to find engagement and length. We're reaching with purpose. Maybe if this helps you to think of something positive you're reaching for, maybe a treat, an animal, anything that motivates you to reach and hold. So if you want to add more core activation, you may want to lift your right leg up. And if not, no biggie, you just come now back down to tabletop. I know there's always the other side and we gotta do it to always balance out. So first, extend your left leg out, tuck your left toes under, see how that feels in your left leg. Still stay lifted through your chest, through your hands. Pull your belly button in, firm core, and now reach your right arm out like you're shaking your best friend's hand, or whoever it might be for you. I'm saying hi to the plant now. Now, if you want to add more fire into your core, you lift up your left leg, and if not, you just come right away into a tabletop. And then come back down. This just gives you a chance to see how it feels when we fire up our core in tabletop. This is a great way to always use that. So now, let's find a seat on our heels for a brief moment. It is a great reset. Gives us some calmness again. We can catch our breath. Our head is above our heart. Now we can decompress for a moment, especially when we heat up. So the next pose is downward facing dog. And this could be a pose that may not be so much fun right away. And it's totally fine. If this doesn't feel right, cool beans, we're gonna just find some alternatives to this pose and we can stay there before we move on. So let's come back to tabletop first. Now tuck your toes under. And I want you to find just one more time core engagement and see, because you're going to lift up into downward facing all the way. But now we're just doing a hovering table. So just lift up through your knees just for a moment, just for 2 seconds to see how this feels. This is going to be quite the core engagement, especially when you lift up for your downward facing dog. And this could be a lot on your toes. And if you're like, no, not today, then just come down onto your toes, onto your heels. And reach your arms forward and have a moment of rest here, an elongation in your spine. But if you'd like to move forward and just give downward facing dog a try. So keep your hands shoulder width distance, a little farther forward than your tabletop would be. Tuck your toes under, take a breath in, pull your belly button in. Now lift up your knees, pull your belly in even more to lift up your hip bones, sink your tailbone, no, sink your heels down. And keep your knees pretty much very bent here, because we want to focus on lengthening our spine. So press through the index fingers and the bases of your thumbs. And you may want to just bend one leg and then the other. Again, this is quite the awkward pose, and I didn't like it at all in the beginning. I was like, why are we doing this constantly? It's a great way to give our spine length. And now if you see that your shoulders are very close to your ears, pull them away. So find the lift from your shoulders, but keep your head more hanging and heavy. Spread your fingers wide like sun rays. And hide your heels behind your tippy toes. I know so much going on. Your core still activated, helping you with lift through your hip bones. And you can keep your knees much more bent than you think you want to do, just because we want to focus here on the spine. And now I think we had enough of this pose. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your feet forward toward your hands into a forward fold. And here, have a deep bend in your knees again, because we want to make it more about the spine. So for ragdoll, you can grab for opposite elbows, let your head dangle, maybe sway from side to side, and see your thighs as a shelf for your belly. So you, as much as you can, keep your bend in your knees, shift your weight more forward into your toes, to let your head dangle, no more control over neck. Just letting go here, and then maybe you want to switch your clasp. If you're hanging in here in a ragdoll pose. Release your hands down. And now let's find a halfway lift. So inhale, pull your belly in, press very lightly your hands onto your shins, and reach your sternum forward. So when you do this, you still keep your knees bent, so it helps you with length in your spine. And now we're talking again about the shoulders and the ears. So roll your shoulders up toward your ears and away from your ears toward your hip bones. Core is strong, reaching out. It almost feels like you're falling over because you're shifting your weight more forward, but don't worry, you're not far away from the floor. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, fold. Maybe you want to pedal out here one more time. And now let's slowly roll up into standing. Have bent knees when you do so. Take your time. And come all the way up. Whew. Into standing. Hands to your heart. Roll your shoulders up toward your ears and down your spine. Great. This is your mountain pose with your hands by your side, Tadasana. So let's talk about foundation again. So anything that touches the mat is important first. So we're talking about the feet. Maybe you've heard these four corners of the feet before. When you hear this, we are actually talking about the big toe mount, the pinky toe, and the two outer corners by your heels. Now press them down equally. What helps me here too is to spread my toes really wide. So it's a big foundation I'm offering here for my feet, for my body. Press them down. Keep your knees more light so you activate your quads. So that we're not resting in our bone structure, and sometimes we hyperextend in our joints. So we want to always find engagement. So press down through your feet. When we press down and root down, we rise up, we lift up from glutes and quads. Now again, we're talking, of course, again about our core. So pull your belly button in. When you do that, open up your chest. So roll your shoulders up and down. Reach your palms forward for Tadasana. And now we're talking about our head. Keep your ears above your shoulders. Head or chin is parallel toward your mat. So this is a great way to give us a blueprint to use in so many poses. Because when we stand, I stand like a toddler, so I have my belly sticking out. I need to work a lot on my core. Some people have their shoulders more forward, so they have to keep in mind to keep their chest more open. So there's a lot, we all stand differently, and we're not even aware of this. So when we do Tadasana, there's a lot to think about, to bring awareness to, but also gives us an opportunity to work on our posture. So you can stay where you are. I'm just facing you. Let's find some lateral stretches again, but let's find length first. So inhale, extended mountain, reach your arms up. Exhale, soften your shoulders down. So now I want you to rotate your biceps back and your triceps forward. So it's going to look like this. We do that to open up the space in the back of our shoulders and the chest. So we want to always find space and length. So this is a great elongation of your body. Still your core is firm, your chest is open, your feet are rooted down, your quads are engaged, your glutes, everything is still firm. So let's find some lateral stretches again. Now the apple tree has even higher apples. So let your right arm drop, and again I'm mirroring you. Inhale, reach up your left arm, grab for the apple, find a fist. Exhale, lateral stretch over to your right side. And now you see, since you have so much foundation, it's okay. Your body can come over, you're firm, you're stable. Soften your shoulders away from your ear. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release your left arm. Let's do this one more time. This time, reach your other arm up, your right arm. Inhale, reach up. Now plug another apple right there. Find a fist. Exhale, stretch over to your other side. Again, you see how your core is still strong. Your shoulder is soft. Chest is open. Feet are rooted. So bending over and leaning over is all possible because we worked so hard on our foundation. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. Amazing. So let's find another standing posture. It's called Warrior Two. So step your legs, your feet leg distance apart. Sometimes it helps to reach out your arms and see that your ankles are aligned underneath your wrists. Or if it's too far, you can come more in, of course. Bring your hands to your hip bones. Now from deep within your right hip crease and hip socket, rotate your right leg out until your right tippy toes are facing the shoulder edge of your mat. And that your left foot follows, so your left tippy toes are slightly coming in, press down through your left heel. Now bend into your right knee. And it's okay if it's not a 90-degree angle, it's not about that. We're just finding an experience here. And avoid coming too far forward with your right knee. So either above your ankle or slightly behind. Maybe you want to adjust here. Pull your belly in, open up your chest, reach your arms to the front and back. And see that your right knee still stays in direction of your second toe. So firm your right outer hip more in. I know there's so much going on. Keep pressing through the knife edge of your left foot so your left leg is strong. We're just here for a brief moment just to give you an idea how it is to be a warrior. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, release your hands back down. Straighten out your front leg. Parallel your right foot in. Get your left foot also parallel. Now let's do the other side and then we're almost done. So from deep within your left hip socket, rotate your left leg out until your left tippy toes are facing the shoulder edge of your mat. Let your right foot follow, slightly come forward with the right toes, press down and anchor down your right heel. Bend now into your left leg. Again, keep your left knee more above your left ankle or slightly behind. And maybe you want to adjust and come into a wider stance. That's absolutely awesome and cool. Now, again, lift up your hip bones toward your rib cage to firm up your core muscles right here. Always counter action, open up your chest, reach out your arms to the front and back. And when you do that, keep your shoulders soft. Gaze over your front middle finger. Keep pressing through the knife edge of your back foot. So much going on. We're just here for a moment. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, release your hands down toward your hips. Lengthen out your front leg, this time your left leg. Parallel your feet. And now you either have the option to toe heel your feet in, so you're twisting back and forth, or maybe you want to jump together. That was awesome. So let's flow down. When we say that, we're connecting our breath with our movement. So come to the top of your mat. We're keeping it very short in our flow. So inhale, extended mountain. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Hinge from your hips. Take your time. Slightly bend your knees here. Keep your knees still bent. In a halfway lift, place your hands very lightly onto your shins. Extend the crown of your head out and forward. Exhale, fold again. Now deeply bend into your knees. Slowly lower your booty more and more and more. Squat down until you softly land onto the floor. And meet me back again in Sukhasana, finishing our beginner sequence. Bring your hands to your heart. This is your Anjali Mudra. Roll your shoulders up and down your spine. The light and warrior in me sees and honors the light and warrior in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to have you more in other classes. And yeah, thanks And feel free to subscribe for more classes.